popping. I'm all about elevated conversations. I feel like if you ain't talking about something positive, don't talk to me. I believe about sharing ideas, sharing perspectives. Being able to collaborate. So you know, once again, I want to thank Miss Tyra coming in and tapping in with us. How you doing today, Miss?
I'm doing good. How you doing this afternoon?
It's a good one. So we're gonna get right into it. Miss Tyra, um, a licensed esthetician, proud owner of all her beauty, hailing from a small town with big dreams. She has built a brand around empowering others through lifestyle and motivational content creation. Tyra's journey is a testament to ambition and passion, inspiring those around her to pursue their own dreams relentlessly. That's powerful.
Yeah,
Before
that's
we
what.
get into it, I just want to dig into your background a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you at right now.
So I come from a background. I really don't come from a background of just really a family or a background teaching me how to be an entrepreneur. Everything that I have built is been self-taught. I have to fall, I have to fail, I have to teach myself, research. I never was just brought from a background to instantly put me in this world of entrepreneurship. It's something that I had to build, it's something that I had to want, and it's something that I had to work for. So that's a little bit about far as where I came from and my background. Um, and pretty much it's brought me here and made me to this person I'm in today.
Almost definitely. What is it about entrepreneurship that speaks to your spirit?
Oh, it's the drive. It's the drive. It's the up and downs. The up and downs, the up and downs. It just gives me an adrenaline. It keeps me going. It keeps me wanting more. Seeing people involved with me, seeing people loving what I do, interacting with what I do, also keeps me with keep me going. I love to see people either benefiting off something that I'm doing or liking something that I'm doing. That that just keeps that adrenaline going and keeps me doing what I love to do.
Most definitely, most definitely. Having that freedom, right? Having that freedom of not having to, I don't know, answer nobody. I think that 9 to 5, that's what speaks to me. I just can't do it 9 to 5. Having cap somebody, telling you, but entrepreneurship ain't easy either though.
And you know what? When you tapping in on the 9 to 5, like I had not worked a 9 to 5 for a whole 4 years. And I went to a dilemma where I had to, get back in a little bit, run up some paper real quick to complete the mission that I'm trying to do. And honestly, that ain't for me. That is not for me. And so with that being said, when you really know something is not for you and it's just not. Some people just know I can't do this. I absolutely just can't. And with that being said, it pushes me harder and it may feel like it's a weight on my shoulder. Sometimes I may get overwhelmed, but it's more than the average because I'm dependent on this to turn my life, feed my family, leave wealth, whatever it may be, and not on this 9 to 5 because I just can't do it.
hmm But you can attest that once you step into entrepreneurship, it's 24/7 now, huh?
Yes. And that's okay though. I'm okay with that because I know in the long run, it's benefiting people around me. And not only that it's benefiting people around me, it's benefiting my family. The purpose of me having wealth or building for my family for the future. If I go work this 9 to 5 for the next 10 years, I mean, I might get some retirement out of it, but what really can my kids continue? You know, like what legacy, what empire can my kids continue and say, this is from the Crocklin family? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
I read a book called 4 Hour Work Week, and that kind of just speaks to setting up a systems for your business and being able to flip it. A lot of people work from till they're 65, and then they retire and then they vacation. What this book really talked about, taking independence of your life and creating systems and automation, and being able to sell products, make money while you sleep. And I think that's something that I'm striving for, to be able to set my life up in a manner to where I can have more freedom around what I do, because at the end of the day, the people that get paid the most, end up, it's just because they figured it out. They figured out the right systems that can be in place and things can work when they not doing the work. And that's what I think about entrepreneurship. How can I create systems through building out my network and building relationships to where your business can run, and you can, how y'all doing today, and go on about y'all day, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the key, if you can give tips to your audience, your core audience, what tips would you give them um, as upcoming entrepreneurs or content creators?
Honestly, staying consistent, believing in yourself when others don't. Because some people can strongly believe in themselves, and it comes to others, they see what kind of reaction they get from the world, from family, from friends, and it kind of just dims that dream down of entrepreneurship. No, this is not possible. I can't do this. This is not going to turn out good. It's going to fail, whatever the case may be in their mind. But you have to have the confidence within yourself and keep the confidence and stay consistent. That's it. As long as you stay consistent and keep that confidence, which is going to keep that drive going, I don't feel like you could fail. Only reason you could fail is you.
You can't fail until you quit.
Yeah, straight up.
you know, but it's hard though. Consistency. That's an everyday. That's a commitment. You gotta have discipline. You gotta have an understanding with your own self.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tap into that? Just being able to stay consistent even when you don't feel like
Thinking and um, thinking that the thoughts, anytime that I think to myself, like, oh my God, I don't feel like doing this. Oh, I think about why I'm doing it. I could be laying there in bed and like, dang, I'm not doing this today. But then I think about, why am I doing this? What's my purpose that I'm doing this? You got to have a major why of why you're doing it to even keep you going. I feel like personally, it has to be an outrageous why. Like damn near life changing why on why you are doing what you're doing, because you have to put that in your thought where you do get to those down moments where you don't want to do it any time of the day, any day of the week, any time of the month. You have to think about that. It has to be something that drives you and bounce you out of that mentality to make you get up and be like, you know what? No, I can't. I got to do it. I got to do it.
it? What is it that drives you?
My mom and my son, believe it or not, my kids and my mom, let's goes back to like the background of where I came from. And I see my mom, she did everything she could, to provide and everything like that. But I know my mama always wanted more. She always did the best she could to get more. So just seeing the things that my mama has to go through to this day, it's like urges me to be like, you know what, before my mama leave this earth, I have to put her in position to be able to live some type of lifestyle, to get a break from life, to be able to do this, to be able to do that. without no worries. You know what I'm saying?
Now, most definitely, family is, I think that's something that the same, my children drive me, and just coming up from rocky background, I think that just motivates me to do more, to be more, and I don't know, I ain't got a choice. I feel like I ain't got a choice, and I don't know. That's something you got to work through because that pressure ain't easy either, but just using that because if not you, then who? That's something I ask myself. If not you, then who gon' who gonna shake the who gonna shake the foundation of where our children can have a better future, and a lot of times we don't you know think about our think about ourselves in that manner, and that's just something we gotta be able to process, that pressure,
Mhm.
that pressure, that's something. But I don't know, it's all about elevation, though. All about elevation.
Most definitely. I feel like the person, you know how everybody has that person in their family, I feel like that has a purpose. Like this person is meant to break the generational curses. This is what your purpose is. You're going to be the one to bring the family back together. You're going to be the one to take the family out the hood, as they say, whatever, however you want to put that. I feel like my purpose within my immediate family, if I don't make this happen, it's not going to happen. And so that's why it's just like my urge every day is, even when I'm weak, even when I feel like I can't do it, I always seem to figure it out and do it.
Most definitely, and shoot, you doing it. You know what I mean? I think we doing it. And that's something that being able to take your small wins and celebrate your small wins. That's something that I've come to, you know, make that a norm. Even the small things in our life. Like yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And put it in the pocket and keep doing that.
Mhm.
Who, when you think about just inspiration, who do you look up to, or who do you take heed from in this season?
That's a lot of people. I can say a lot of people. I take inspiration from a lot. It's not just one person that I take inspiration from, because I learned from a lot of people. So when you say who I look up to, it's kind of a drawn answer because it's not just one person. I have so many people that inspire me. I have so many people that has put me in position or given me knowledge, or I leave behind them because I'm like, dang, if you can do it, I can do it. Now teach me something. So it's just not one specific person.
What's what's the best advice you've heard lately
From someone,
from someone or seen, or what's a phrase that you would bless us with, something that I don't know that you ran into this week with?
surround your, surround yourself with people, with people that's gonna make you better.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people that's gonna make you better. Because regardless, if it don't matter if you're trying to become better mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, whatever, build your business, you really have to be around somebody that you can learn from. If I cannot learn from you, what is the point? You know, and I'm not saying just, oh, if I can't learn from this person, I'm not fooling with that person. That's not what I'm saying. But to break it down in an aspect of, if I'm hanging with this person every day, even if it's one of my best friends, she has to be on some type of path of growth. Because if she's not, then it's gonna stagnate. I'm gonna be stagnant because I'm gonna still be around her every day, and she not trying to move and groove, and I'm trying to get up here, and she ain't trying to get up here. So it's gonna keep me down to her level, and we're not even realizing it. We may not even realize it because it's somebody you've been grew up with all your life, or might be a family member, or whatever the case may be. So we gotta understand. I really feel like the best advice I have gotten in a while is surrounding yourself around them people that's gonna make you grow. And it can be just knowledge or being disciplined. You know, being around somebody like, dang, how do you get up every day at 5 in the morning and do this and then this and this and then on and on? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Compared to somebody that's sleeping into 12 and 1 in the afternoon.
Right, it's the work that don't nobody see. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what separates somebody from somebody else. The work that you actually putting in, and the hustle don't lie. You know what I'm saying? And
Hello.
it just don't. And those that do, and those that don't.
Yeah.
I try to surround myself around the movers and the shakers, and intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Even at times when I really didn't have it, but shoot, I'm gonna go have lunch with, even if I gotta order a salad this week, I'm gonna make that lunch, I'm gonna make that connection, because, a seed that you plant today, can turn into an oak tree, this time next year. So I mean, who you surround yourself is so important, because the wrong energy, oh my
Ooh.
goodness, the wrong energy will bring you down, and we ain't got too many days to be wasting. You know
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying? If you don't, take that time, whatever's going on, you take that time, but you know, don't let other people, bring you down. Don't let other people's problems be your problems. You know, that's probably that's something I take into effect. You know, stay in my own lane, and
Yeah.
only surround myself around good people. Whatever it may be. Like you said, if I can't learn nothing from you, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So no, most definitely. When you think about just success in general, what do that mean to you?
What does success mean to me? Um, anything that I'm doing, seeing that people are benefiting from it. Far as like, you know, some people see success in the money. I really don't. I want the money for sure. Don't get me wrong. I want the money, but it's more success when I can see I change somebody's life in any type of aspects. Whether it's you, I inspired you to do what you want to do, and I actually seen that I did that, or I inspired you another way. So I want to be the person to, like, dang, I was that example, and all these other people took cap on it and went and did what they had to do. So I'm just, with my success, the more people that I inspire, I feel like the more you're gonna grow. It has to be a purpose behind everything you do. It has to be a purpose behind everything you do. And I really started to sit down and really think for the longest, what's my purpose? What's really my purpose? I know what I love to do, I know what I like to do, but what is my purpose? Like, what am I put on this earth for? Like, what is it? I truly found in my heart that I am here to be an inspiration to people. I am. And so because everybody is not built for certain things, they're just not, you know. So when it comes to you put in a certain position, you gotta make it through that storm, because somebody is watching you, whether they say something, whether they don't. They're watching you and they're learning from you, and they may get their strength from you. So that's where I feel like success. That's a whole. When I see that, I feel successful. The money can be there, and it can be still tiptoeing in there. But I see that and I'm like, I'm making a change. When you making that change, the money gonna come. It's gonna come, trust me.
Right, with that consistency we was talking about, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the money gonna come most definitely. When you think about, you know, everything you got going on, so we go into the content creation side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I see you. You know, you're avid. You work out a lot. You know, you making your moves. Let's speak to your target audience. You know, what's your drive? What's your passion behind that movement? You know, if you could speak to your target audience all at one time, what would you tell them?
What just what me being a content creator or what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speak to if you could speak to the why, you know, the message that you're trying to put out. You know, what is that?
Because okay, so with the content creation side, it's kind of in the same loop. I really do it for because I understand there's people that need to hear sometimes. And sometimes there's things that I say that people ain't gonna say. There's things that I say sometimes people are scared to say, but it's just the truth. So when I'm making these videos and I'm putting this out there, is really to for somebody else to see the light. I see the light now. I want you to see the light. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to have the faith. I want you to know that you can do this. I want whatever the case may be at that time. So I'm just trying to make everyone else see the light. You feel me? Like just
Most definitely, most definitely. No, that's received, most definitely. I don't know. Where do you see yourself at? You know, this time next year. Who do you see
mm.
for yourself?
That's a good question. You know, but I'm not a psychic. I don't know. But based off of my work ethics and based off of my ambition, if it's God's grace, I'm just hoping my platform is to the point where I'm able to do like women conference, women seminars. I'm hoping to that my book that I'm currently writing that it really starts just touching people's lives to where I can go city to city and I can tell my testimony, tell my journey, whether it's mental, whether it's my spiritual journey, my entrepreneurship journey. I can't tell y'all how to do it. I can just tell y'all what I've been through and the steps that I have taken and hope that it works for you. So in the next year, it's God's grace. I'm hoping I'm on that pedestal.
Right, and you will be. You know, speaking to it existence
Yeah.
always. I'm a firm believer in manifestation. You know, and really knowing where you're going. I feel like if you know where you're going, you know, you take the steps. You know, every day to get there.
Yeah.
What's gonna stop you? You know what I'm saying? And
Nothing.
nothing, right? You know, and I don't know. That's just kind of how I anything that I do. You know, just trying to be consistent. And if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. You know, win, lose, or draw. You know, that's just what it's gonna be. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
through the consistency, you get better. You know, but you know, a year from now, you know, you take that for granted because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a year from now, you know, and either you're gonna be in the same spot or you know you're gonna be worse off or you're gonna be better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you know, you'll never be the same. You know, nothing never stays the same. So either you're gonna be worse or you're gonna be better, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I don't know. That's up to us to decide, you know.
But that goes back to that goes back to the surround when you said becoming better. That goes back to surround your surroundings, who you associate yourself with on an everyday basis. You know how they say some people we could be friends for 20 plus years, but some people outgrow people. We have to start realizing that sometimes we just outgrow people and it's okay. It's absolutely okay. We can still love them people the same. We can still, have that relationship. But sometimes we just outgrow them, and we have to mentally understand that and not feel bad. Because sometimes a human can feel bad for outgrowing somebody, and it stops them from their potential on what they're needing to do. So you just got to realize it's okay to outgrow people. It really is.
Right. And know that, you know, people always gonna grow, and just people that want to grow with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we grow too fast, and that's overwhelming, for those that are on a different growth process, and I'm a kind of person, I try to give grace, you know what I'm saying? I try to evaluate everybody for, their strengths and or weaknesses and
Mm-hmm.
my own, you know what I'm saying? But knowing that, everybody grow differently, and knowing if I want to be a part of that
Mm-hmm.
process or if I don't,
Right.
our own personal boundaries, and I don't know, accepting people for who they are, knowing who they are, and building that relationships to really know, like, if you're good for me, if you're not, and having that discernment to trust yourself and whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the relationships that we have are some of the most important parts of, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship, not even like romantically, just any kind of relationship,
Right.
somebody, calling you and can disrupt your whole energy. So it's like, okay, you're my friend, but I know not to accept your calls during business hours.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk to you later on, and if I know that's your energy, you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
just accepting people for who they are, right? And knowing yourself. Okay. We done dug into a couple different aspects. I think that sometimes we get busy, we do a lot. We got a lot of different things on our plate.
Mm-hmm.
How do you practice self-care?
Just giving back to myself. I'm a Monday through Friday type of person when it comes to my business, for real. Like when it comes to me, whether it's I'm making content, whether I'm doing something for my beauty side of the business, I'm a Monday through Friday. So everything that I'm planning out, this just works for me. This just works for my life. So come the weekend, I eliminate it on the weekends. When it comes to that extra work I have to put in, whether it's making marketing, making stuff at home for my business, whatever it may be, I'm doing all that during the week. All during the week. Now that school is back in, it gives me even more time, because I'm not being a mama between 8 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that even give me that extra time. I hit the gym, I shower, come home, shower, and then I get to business. By 3 o'clock, I didn't already wrapped everything I had to do. So come the weekend, I need to get that time to my son, because I didn't already been occupied and into fulfilling my dreams and putting in the work into my dreams, to where sometimes I may not have as much time, or my son may not feel he's getting as much time, because I'm trying to put it all together. I'm trying to put every step in towards bringing this vision to the light. So come the weekend, it's all for him, it's all for me. So Sunday is really out, because I'm just going to church and I'm coming home and I'm relaxing. I'm just getting my mom ready for Monday to kickstart and to go. Because come Monday, I got to reset my mind right back in that mode to be, let's go. We got to figure this out. That goes back to what we're speaking on the 9 to 5. I have to be, and when we on a 9 to 5, I got to get to work, I'm going to be late, I'm going to get a point. You know what I'm saying? That type of aspect. But if I'm just my own boss and I'm waking up, I can mentally, for real, just sit there like, oh, I don't have to rush. But really, we have to program our minds as if we were going to a 9 to 5. Like, you really have to. Because if you don't, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself behind. That's why they put those disciplinary actions in when you do got a 9 to 5, because they know, no, you got to be here at this time, and this time, because this is growing our business, this is what it's doing to our business, and this is what is going to be done. And if you're not doing it, you're going to get counted for it. So we have to take accountability for ourselves and be disciplined. And it's all here. It's all here. It's all in there.
You spoke about, making time for self-care.
Mm-hmm.
What do you actually like? How do you actually practice self-care? What does that look like for Miss Tyra?
My self-care is just going to get my feet done, my nails done, and just getting extra rest that I didn't get. The nails and going to get my feet done is just kind of like some relaxation time away from my son and away from work, if that makes sense. And then give me a little bit extra rest. And then my family time is just away from work and giving the quality time, spending time with my son. So he don't just think, dang, mama, do I matter? All you do is every time I come in your room, you working. Every time this, I can't even come in here and ask the question because you working. So I have to give that time back.
No, most definitely. Spending time with family. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I don't know. Seeing my kids smile, even like the littlest things. That's I don't know. That brings me like complete joy. It don't matter what else is going on in life. That's what I want to see. Just the little smiles. Throughout the day, and I think that's important. Being able to prioritize that, right? We put a lot into ourselves, and being able to put that same amount of energy into, those that we love, making sure we pour into their cups as well, right? And as parents, that's our responsibility to, help them out along that process, develop young people that's, gonna be, you got the tools, right? So I mean, that's so important. So you pretty much, you work during the week, you clock out on the weekends, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Do
When it comes to the more detailed stuff, because obviously you guys know I'm an esthetician, so when my books are open, Saturdays are my appointment busy days. But that's on that fence. But when it comes to my more detailed work, preposition, preparing, that's just during the week.
let's talk about your esthetician business. What's your specialties? How can you help women out here, be more beautiful inside and out?
And now, right now I'm still in preposition because I just teamed up with Dr. Love at this med spa. I'll have more of that detail when it gets closer to that time. But pretty much when it comes to skincare, ladies, change them pillowcases, drink your water. Drink your water. And you have to find a skin routine that works for you. When I tell you I have the most basic skin routine, and I do get a lot of compliments on my skin. Drink a lot of water. I make sure my pillowcases is changed out because we don't realize when you land on your pillowcases, it's so much oils, and that's you laying on that for 8 or more hours. Are you wondering why we getting these little bitty bumps and all that?
Slobbering.
What they call them candy bars? Crunch bars. Like the crunch bar, little. No, we don't need to have that. But main thing is really you just gotta find a skincare routine that works for you, morning and night. And believe it or not, my skincare routine at night is so basic. Like it's the most basic routine. And then I'll put petroleum jelly on my face at nighttime. It's supposed to help for like aging and stuff. Don't I hate now. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. And I sleep with that. And then I'll get up and I'll do my normal morning routine. And just make sure your water intake is what it is. Because what you eating and all that stuff needs to get out some way, somehow. It's gonna come out on your skin if you don't.
When you say a lot of water, like how much water?
Um, I don't really know the measurements amount. I just know how much when I'm drinking water. I know if it's enough. If it's enough by my body. So you just got to know your body. I don't know. I feel like everybody's water intake is different. To me personally, I just know when I need, like, I'll feel dehydrated, or I'll see my skin getting like little dry patches in certain areas, and I'm like, oh no, it's time to drink some water. I'm not drinking enough water. So you kind of just got to read your own body when it comes to that. Because a person can say, oh, you drink this certain amount of ounces of water, and it may be too much for that person's body mass. I don't know. So I feel like you just got to read your body. Your body will tell you if you're not drinking if you're not drinking enough water.
What about like the foods you eat?
The foods, you need to get some good foods up in that body because it's gonna come out. So if you're eating a lot of fried foods and all that southern down south cooking, it's gonna show. It's gonna show on your skin. It's gonna show on your weight. It's gonna show everywhere.
So like you can't like eat all the food over here, but then drink of water and
No.
that don't balance out.
You gotta have some type of. You don't get me wrong. If that's what you want to eat, cool. Cause I'm gonna eat that stuff too. But you gotta have fruits, and then veggies and stuff that's gonna purify from the inside. Like you're not gonna. It's not. You're not gonna have flawless skin if you just eating fried nasty food every day.
Right, you are what you eat, right?
Yeah.
I think that transcends to all things. You put it in you, it's gonna come out some kind of way. And just being having that knowledge, I think that we all should speak to people that's more knowledge, especially if you have those issues. Just being what I'm hearing is that you're here for women. You're here for women that need that support as well. Is that something that you offer?
Huh?
Is that something that you offer as far as, I don't know, consultation, or just having
As far as the
skincare
service,
tips?
as far as the services, yes. Once right now my books are not open. I'm putting some stuff together. So right now my books are not open, but they will be open soon. And yes, if you having any type of skin problems, I would be more happy to do a consultation with you. Even if you don't want to get a service with me when my books do open, and you like, hey, I just kind of want to know what I can use. We'll go over your skin type. We'll try to go over some products that I'm knowledgeable about, and we can go ahead and map you out a skincare routine. And if you want to come back and start getting facials just to get a more deeper cleanse, get all them nasty gut stuff out the skin, then we can make that happen too. So definitely when that time's come, I'll tap y'all more in on that end when it gets closer to that time.
What about men? Do you offer like?
Oh yeah. I I do men facials. I do men care. Especially men I didn't have men to where they have the beard issue where they go get their hair like lined up or whatever through here, and they get a lot of bumps through here. So I have a lot of men that I'll go through and I'll just extract through there and try to get all that stuff up out of there. And then I tell them, keep coming back at least once a month so I can do you a facial. And then I'll focus on that zone. That'll be my main zone to focus on if that's the problem with that male. But if it's another problem, obviously we'll go through that process. But yeah, I do men facials as well.
I don't know. You said that. I feel like I need one now.
You
I
know,
think
I
I seen.
got you covered.
I think I
Don't even
seen
worry
something
about
right there. I think I seen something. I
you
need
know,
some
I extract
exfoliation.
what I need to extract. I'm a moisturizer. You're gonna come out of there glowing for sure. You're gonna be like, oh, I want to come back to tea. My skin was glowing.
Step out like that, they're gonna be like, yeah, you need that. Add something to the aura, right?
Yes.
Nah, most definitely. No, that's dope. I'm kind of excited about that. I ain't never really got no spatial. That's something new, but I feel
And
like
you know what's so crazy? Before I went to esthetician school, I always been picky about my own skin. Like any little bump, I just got so irritated. So I'm like, when I start going to school for it, I'm like, I gotta really take this serious. I gotta really take this serious and really learn the ins and outs and the skin types and what ingredients that can affect the certain skin type in a product, that type of thing. So I'm still learning. It's a never ending thing. Like it's never ending. I gotta learn and pick up knowledge every single day. I did.
right, that seemed like an insider. Speak on that. I said that seemed like an insider. I seen that too.
Since I remember, yeah, because I used to be at school with my little extract. Girl, it is nothing right there. You don't know. I feel it.
That perfection is coming out. You have to make sure you one.
Yes.
You born in? Was you born in Wichita
I was
or?
born and raised in Wichita, Kansas. Yes, I was.
How what do you think? How would you describe that experience growing up in Wichita?
It has, I don't know. It's built me for sure. Um, I feel like Wichita could be a little more better in a lot of different aspects, but it's made me who I am today, honestly. There ain't really much I can say on that. I was born and raised here. It's molded me into the person that I am to this day being here. To say if I was born and raised something else, I might be came out different. You know, it's just but I don't know. That's a tough question for me.
Do you see yourself getting out of Wichita?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. He said, "Say that louder." Where we going? Where you trying to go? Where do you see yourself building
You
foundation?
know what? I gave it to I pray about it, but my my ending battle, my ending home, it has to be California. I want to go back to California so bad. I love that place. I absolutely don't hate nothing about it. Everybody that hates it, I don't care. I love everything about it. It's like I can live there. For when I become more financial have that more financial stability to where I can go find a home, I can live to grind so much. Oh yeah, I'm going back to California. I'm going back to California, but I also thought about moving to Atlanta, Georgia. for a while now. And I've been thinking about that, but I'm gonna give myself a year. I'm gonna give myself a year with the hometown for a little bit. But when that year is up, it's time to make decisions around here.
What is it about Atlanta that appeals to you?
Oh, their drive. I love it. I freaking love it. It's just all the African American people around the whole town, and I love it. And they all, I don't know. Me personally, I done been to different cities and stuff. I never felt like, you know how sometimes a person can be doing the same thing as you, and sometimes it can be like um, can be like an intimidation factor. Like, oh no, she do the same thing as me, or oh no, he do the same thing as me. No, that ain't gonna work. Down there, I actually had some experiences with not me, my business personally, but just seeing how they handle each other. They're not like that. They're not like that. Like you can have a person can have a salon here doing esthetician work, and it could be a boutique and another esthetician at the other end, and somebody can come in instead of them like, oh no, I can get you in, I can squeeze you in, because they just want the money that bad. They don't want to turn the money down. They don't want to turn the money down. No, hey, Susie down there at the corner, go ahead and go down there to Boulevard, whatever. She can get you in. I know she can. Tell her I sent you. But y'all do the same work. You feel what I'm saying? But I've noticed that they don't hold, they don't handle each other like that. They trying to put each other on like in real life, not just saying it. They doing it like in real life. Like we gotta make it some way somehow. So we just we all can't do all these. I can't do all these clients by myself. How many hours do we really get in a day?
Think about looking forward to having people that they can rely on. This can they give a recommendation and you can do it just as well as they can do it. Then why wouldn't they put you on, right?
Yes.
Um,
I feel like
Wichita,
we got to build that more here.
you got to build
Yeah.
it. I see it. I do see it. I want to act like Wichita is the opposite of that. It's just you got to sit at the right tables to really get that energy, right? In this season, I do see it more often, but Atlanta is so unique because I went to the mall and I ain't seen no white people. I thought that was amazing. Like, wow, I just felt like I was at home. Like, this is cool. Then I went to out to eat. I'm like, okay, like this whole city is dope. Went to a little shopping center. I'm like, okay, I think we the only ones here at this point. And I think that's so dope. Atlanta give me them vibes. Houston is dope. I also see myself DC one day. I think DC is dope.
Washington.
Thing about DC, when I was there, I didn't see like no ugly people.
No.
And that was interesting. Like everybody was like attractive to some aspect. Like I guess like proportionally, I'm like that is crazy. Like I'm just downtown looking like everybody in shape. Everybody got cool smiles. Everybody hair did. I was like, this is crazy. Like, but I don't know if that was just a good day for everybody, but I'm like, this is cool. It was just good vibes. But
Yeah.
most definitely, always thinking about what's the next step, right? Where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? For sure, baby. I'm giving myself time. I feel like I got a couple more development steps, a couple more things I got to do here.
Yeah.
But most definitely, it's a big world. It's a big world. Have you had the pleasure of going outside the country?
No.
No.
You know what? I have to really, 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 really let a fear go about that. Because in my mind, am I coming back? Is they go is they gonna hold me there? So I don't know. I just always had that in my mind, but I'm gonna get to the point where I go. One of these days, I'll.
we gonna be on a free Tyra movement. Bring her back home.
Yes, bring me back. They kept me out here. They said I can't come back.
No, most definitely. You know, we gonna wrap this up. I guess we've been chopping it up for about an hour now. Plenty. Talked about a lot of stuff. You know, from entrepreneurship to self care to development.
Mhm.
You know, in these minutes, I just want to give you the space. Um, give us one. Give us one rules of the road that you would take. Um, or tell somebody that's going through something right now but wanting to do better, what would you tell them?
Right. Have the faith and keep going. All you can keep going. Be focused on your mission. Keep going.
Exclamation point. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep them feet moving. Much love, Tyra. I want to just thank you so much for joining today. you know
Sure.
uh, Much love. We're gonna be doing this every Friday, tapping in, having conversations with community entrepreneurs. So please spread the word. Share this post for sure. Go tap in with Tyra. Go get your facial book right now. She should be booked up for the rest of September. Um, that's what I want to see, and wish her all the best. Um, you know,
You too.
Shout out to her thriving business in Atlanta coming soon.
You know what I'm saying, big dog.
Already, already, because it's coming. Much love, um, peace and blessings. Y'all have a great day.
Out. Love y'all.